Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you work in pharmaceutical manufacturing, medical devices, biotechnology or any FDA regulated industry, you have probably heard about the FDA Form 482, right? But what exactly it is? Does receiving the Form 482 mean your company is in trouble? What should your organization to do after receiving it? So in today's video I will explain everything in simple and practical way, right? So friends, my YouTube channel name is Pharma Quality, so please view, like, comment and subscribe my channel. Now, the first of all, we will discuss what is FDA Form 482. So, FDA Form 482 is the document that FDA investigator present upon arrival at the facility to notify management of an upcoming inspection, right? So, FDA Form 482 is officially called the Notice of Inspection. It is a document that an FDA investigator presents at the beginning of an inspection, right? So this form issued under the authority of Section 704 of the Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act. So it initiates the inspection process, setting the stage for regulatory review and assessment. So now FDA Form 482, it is not a warning letter, right? And it is not also a violation. It is simply marks the official starts of the FDA inspection. That means the FDA wants to inspect your facility against their regulatory requirement, right? So now the purpose of FDA Form 482, right? So FDA Form 482 formally acknowledges the start of the inspection, outlining the authority under which it is conducted. So the FDA conducts inspection to verify that companies comply the regulation and manufacture the safe, effective and high quality products to save the patient, because ultimately the product which are being manufactured, that will be consumed by the patients, right? So now here we will going to discuss about the types of inspection triggered by Form 482. So first one is the routine inspection. So this is the schedule as part of FDA's regular surveillance program. So that it is being scheduled by the FDA for the regular inspection of your facilities. Next one is the for cause inspection. So it is conducted in response to specific concern or complaints. For example, if any complaints or concerns they have been observed, so against those complaints they can have to visit your facility and inspect your facilities, right? And then next is pre-approval inspection. So this is related to pending product application, example NDAs or ANDAs. So for example, if you have applied for any new product, to manufacture at your facility, so against that new product application, they will visit your facility and inspect your facilities, right? Next one is the compliance follow-up inspection. So this is to verify the corrective action following a prior inspection. So for example, if FDA has already inspected your facilities and they have provided some, observation, and you have fulfilled or comply the observation, so against those compliance they can visit and they can inspect your facilities, right? So it is conducted for the routine surveillance, pre-approval inspection, follow-up inspection, and for cause inspection after complaints or quality issue, right? So before beginning any inspection, FDA investigators normally issue the Form 480. So now here we will discuss about what information does Form 482 include, right? So generally it is having the name of the inspected company, facility address, date of inspection, name of the FDA investigator, legal authority for the inspection, and the signature of the FDA investigator. So here you can see this is the document itself. It is usually only one page. So the purpose is simply to notify the company that the inspection has officially started, right? So generally this form is being sent by the FDA to the manufacturer. So here you can see district office address and phone number, name and title of the individual, firm name, number and street, city, state and zip code for those that facility which are need to be inspect, right? And date of request, time of request, it is their email address, And in this section they mention about the what kind of records they needed for the inspection before inspecting your facilities, right? And there will be the signature of the FDA employee, and it is the here they need to be provide the title of the FDA employee. So such kind of form need to be initiated to inspect the facilities, right? So what happens after form 482 is issued, right? So first one is the preparation. So quick internal alignment on the scope and focus of the inspection to ensure the availability of relevant personnel and documents, right? And then next is the during the inspection. So during the inspection, cooperation and transparency with the FDA investigator and immediate addressal of any concern raised. So during the audit, if they will inquire something, so you need to be respond accordingly. And then finally the closing meeting. So it summarizes the finding with the FDA investigator and discuss potential corrective action if any deficiency are noted by them, right? So once the form 480 is presented, the inspection officially begins, right? So the FD investigator may tour the facility to review your quality system, to examine the manufacturing record, to review the SOP, to interview the employees, to verify the data integrity, to observe production activities, to review the validation documents, check compliance, handling and examine kappa records. So such things they need to be accessed to check your compliance level, right? The inspection can last from 1 day to several weeks. It's depending on the size and complexity of the facilities, right? So accordingly they will make the judgment how many days they will be at site to inspect your facilities, right? So there is a question like, is form 482 bad news? So receiving form 482 simply means your facility has been selected for inspection. So that means it is absolutely not a bad news, right? The outcome depends on what the investigator observed during the inspection. So many companies receive FDA inspection regularly, right? Receiving form 482 simply means that your facility has been selected for the inspection. So they will come and inspect your facilities, and if they will be satisfied, then you will get the EIR, clearance of the your facilities to have to manufacture your product, right? And remember, form 482 starts the inspection and form 483 lists the observation found during the inspection. So I have already made a video for form 483. You can go from my playlist and you can see what is form 483. So they are two completely different documents, right? So now here we will discuss the best practices during an FDA inspection. So here are few tips that you need to be stay calm and professional during the audit. You need to provide only accurate information. There should not be any hide. Never guess an answer. If you have the confidence that you can be able to answer it, then answer. Otherwise, politely say, I'll get back to you once I'll have the answer. I need to get the reference for that, right? Then maintain complete and organized documentation, right? Ensure the data integrity. Escort investigator according to your site inspection procedure. And last, respond honestly and transparently. So the good preparation before an inspection is the key to successful outcome, right? So friends, this is all about the Form 482 FDA, right? And I have already made a video for FDA Form 483. So you can check my videos, and thank you so much for watching the videos.